Good afternoon, glorious people, wherever you are. I wish you well. I've just now I'm fresh from stepping out the movie theater, watching the movies called the Thunderbolts. Now, I'm not going to give any spoilers. I'm just going to give my take on a movie. First of all, before I give my take, I want to say this. You know how many people be watching movies, giving it out of 10, a 4, a 2, a 3. I'm saying why? Because when you go to a movie theater, anyway, you go there for an escape. Now, I understand if that's your profession of watching movies, why you may give it certain ratings. But again, regardless, you go to movies to escape your life for a couple of hours. In a way, when you escape the movie, you put in your place in the place of leading characters. Okay, so realistically, when I watch most movies, I don't have nothing negative against them because I know most movies, if it's not like a life-based drama, it's based on fictional events. It's not real. Thunderbolts, you definitely know, is based on the comic book from Marvel Comics, and I was around when it first came out, but I don't think I ever collected the Thunderbolts. I don't think I was ever into it, the Thunderbolts. And if you know anything about the Thunderbolts, even from the comic books, they based on like a ragtag group of individuals. Yes, they're not superheroes. They're just a ragtag group of individuals. They can be villains or C-level or B-level superheroes who combine together to make, an alleged group. That's what it is, a group. The thing I liked about this movie, the individuals, they never refer to themselves as Thunderbolts, but it does tell you where that tag Thunderbolts came from. They tell you where it came from, and the main characters, they never went around calling themselves the Thunderbolts. So the things I like about the movie is, like I said, from my point of view, since most of the individuals didn't have no weird, outlandish powers, it was a grounded movie. It was a grounded movie based on real life events. Now, some of the characters, the only part where it got outlandish is some of them individuals, they had some variation of the super soldier serum. So the only fictional parts of it was that they may have enchant, strength, and durability. But other than that, it was a movie no different from Jason Bourne, no different from Mission Impossible in my mind. It was just like, it was on those lines, on that type of movie. Mission Impossible, Jason Bourne, and what's the other movie? I forgot, the one that Keanu Reeves paid for. Jason Wick, Wick. The Wick movies, it was like that. Fight scenes, action scenes. And most of the movie was drama based. So I'm glad Marvel Comics, and maybe even DC, they getting into making their movies more drama based, not a bunch of powers or rah, hurrah, hurrah. You know, like when Iron Man came out, 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, he was wearing an Iron Man suit. Captain America, 30 minutes later in the movie, he had the super soldier serum pumped into him, so he was going around showing off his powers. But here, Marvel, seems like they're starting to make movies more drama-based, more grounded-based, and, the human persona. So in my mind, that's what the Thunderbolts was. It really was a movie grounded in the human persona. Now, the only outlandishly person in the movies with extraordinary abilities, and he had like not Yahweh level abilities, but lower God level abilities, like Zeus, Hercules, Thor was the Sentry. He was in that line, and he was really in line with people like Odin and Zeus. The Sentry powers was in line with the All Fathers, not like Hercules, not like Thor, but Sentry has the powers of like the All Fathers, who can do almost anything that they want to. That's where he was based. He was the only one with extraordinary abilities in the movie. Other than that, everything else is grounded in reality. So that's my take on the movie, people. And if I was sitting like, and then the bad guy in a movie, it was a bad guy, but not the typical bad guy who steal your money, who stab you in the back. The bad guy in the movie was more like a government-like individual who was plotting and scheming political. She even had a political agenda at the end where she walked away scot-free. Even you know how the movie goes. The person scheming and conniving, the Congress trying to get them for their sneaking and conniving ways, but somehow they end up always getting out of the event. So in this movie, the person who was doing all the scheming and conniving still found a way to get out of the event. So in my mind, good people, I think going to see Thunderbolts is a worthwhile movie. You just want to escape reality for a couple hours. Get my point. That's what movies really made for. To escape your reality or to see the world through someone else's eyes. Whether it's a life-based movie, based on real life events, you just go into the movie to see the world through their eyes, or some make-believe drama or some sci-fi movie or comic movie. You just escaping. You just trying to get away for a couple hours to see the world from a different perspective and enjoy stuff. So the movie in my mind was a pretty good movie. So I hope y'all go see it. And like me, I did enjoy it. So if you go and see it, I hope you do enjoy it. Till the next time, good people, bon voyage.